My name is Ntiense Williams, Technical Director, Nigerian Rugby Football Federation. It's been a suspension, which was as a result of fracas from elections, where people wouldn't want to let go of their positions once they lose an election. However, one of the major things which was the cause of the suspension was the fact that the previous board had actually given a false information concerning the fact that we had a constitution. And you know, the constitution is actually the bedrock of rugby or any sporting administration. Unfortunately, we did not have a constitution. So we were suspended on that basis, that we needed to have a constitution, we need to have a proper administrative structure, which we had like three requirements from the international body, and the three have actually been met now. We've had a constitution, we've had a rugby house now, which is in place at number 18 Ayindegiwa, with a general manager who runs rugby on a 24/7 basis. So our communication with the international body will now be more smooth and timely. And then the third one being that we need to have a database of Nigerians' involvement in rugby, from the school, to the women's rugby, to the men's rugby, and we almost complete on that. By and large, we've had the General Assembly, which ratified the Constitution, which was witnessed by the Nigerian Olympic Committee. Secretary General, the Rugby Africa representative was there, and virtually we've cleared all the hurdles. We have been contacted by the Rugby Africa that for us to be able to get back onto the playing scene on the international level, would have to drop to the lowest cadre, which is the price to pay for those kind of things. The last cadre is actually the Super 16, which we had actually left some 6-7 years ago, and we moved on to Africa Cup C, and we've been on that Africa Cup C for so long, which for me hasn't actually shown determination to get out of it. Now we're going to go back to, they're actually trying to weigh us. They've given us the option to play an international friendly against the Super 16 champions, which is Niger. Now, by the time we finish that match, it's going to come up sometime in May. I think the Ramadan is actually the obstacle right now. If we win that match, then they will determine where they're going to place us. And I can guarantee you that with the zeal and the administrative structure that is in place right now, whether we go back to Super 16 or we go back to Africa C Cup, we will get out of that place and gain promotion to Africa B in the next 2 years. That I can guarantee you. We're working very assiduously to make sure that rugby grows on a very accelerated level right now. Our international stars in England and across the world are actually, they've committed themselves to come and play for Nigeria. Now that's in the 15s. In the 7s, we have a regional sevens championship which is coming up in Ghana, and Nigeria is listed. Now there is meant to be the Olympic qualifiers, which Nigeria is not listed right now because we did not play last year. Now if we win the regional qualifiers in Ghana, then we would get a slot. There are 10 teams right now. They're meant to be 12. So the winners of the Northern Regional Championship and the Southern Regional Championship will join with the selected 10 to make it 12 team. We're looking forward to, again, the 7s is actually where we're actually going to rise much faster. And there is an offer right now for Nigeria to host. The last time we hosted was in 2008, and we bungled it. That's why we've never hosted again. But with the structure which is on ground right now, there's so much of confidence being given to the Nigerian rugby from the international rugby, the world rugby, and the African rugby. And by the grace of God, we should be given the opportunity to host. If Cote d'Ivoire, which is on the line right now, they're having some problems in between, if they cannot, meet up with that. Then there's also the females rugby, which Nigeria is not listed right now, but for me, we need to get back to the building blocks. We played in 2006 in Ghana, and we lost to Tunisia. Tunisia had just come back from the Hong Kong Sevens, and I believe that if we had continued, the national female team had continued, we would be much, ahead by now. Be that as it may, we're not going to start blaming anybody for whatever had gone on in the past. We are swiftly getting into action, and the female national team will be back online. We're going to get back into playing in whichever competition level we are being placed in the Africa rugby scene. Now, the under 18, for the first time, Nigeria has been put on to playing in the under 18 Africa Youth Games, which is coming up in Algeria. This is a qualifiers for the Youth Olympics coming up in Argentina, and this is the first time it's happening. And I think this is confidence being reposed on the administration, the present administration of rugby. We're going back to schools rugby, which is the bedrock of building and development of the game in the country.